Hey guys, this is Poetspice, Jamie Little Tallulah, and I decided that I was going to do a card for World Card Making Day today. And I thought I would just do a little video, and this will be a little extra video for the Not Too Shabby shop as well. So it's going to use the Gnome Sweet Gnome paper from the October box. So if you're watching this over on the craft channel, don't forget to go check out the hop, because there is a chance to win $25 gift certificate from Jamie from the Not Too Shabby shop. Not me, from Jamie from the Not Too Shabby shop. So go check that out. So I am using the Gnome Sweet Gnomes. I will probably pull in some of the ephemera from the kit. And I pulled out my Crafters Companion Create a Card die set from, ages ago. I've already gone ahead and cut out the pieces so that we could do that. So let me show you what's going on here. So we've got ephemera, bases, so forth. So here is the card base. So I used 110 pound cardstock from Michael's. There's the 65-pound black, and then there's one of the pieces of the Not Too Shabby shop from that gnome kit for the outside. And then on the inside, I've taken two of the pieces of paper, and I took that die set. So we'll try to move this over here. So I took the die set, and it creates these pieces. So we're just going to fold this in half. And then we will fold these this way. Okay. And then all of this will go to stick out like that. And that way. And then do the same thing on the other side. And then once you get that together, then you can just go ahead and close it down. Make sure you have everything straight. So like this one isn't closing right on the right place. So there you go. Just close that down. And then you have this little piece, and this will be the insert to your card. So adorable. Look at that. And of course you could do, if you wanted to, you could make it a stand-up card like this, and you could put little pieces here this way to make the card open up that way. It's originally meant to go this direction. So there you go. So we're just going to flatten that back down. Then we have the pieces. So I took actually three pieces of this gnome paper. So it's this gnome with the door. And I cut out the pages so that we kind of get this scene, but it's still got the borders. Okay. So we're going to kind of set this up like that. And then I'll put stuff here so that the little gnome's head isn't right there in the center. All right, let's see if I can zoom this in for you a little bit. And then we have some other little pieces for here and here. And I had two additional little pieces. You might have to recut them because I don't see them. I'm only seeing three pieces of the other pieces. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and glue this down. And you can do this, with any scene paper. You can take it and spread it apart. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. Yay. Ooh. So cute. And just center that up. And of course it won't be exact because you have areas. Now if this were a larger piece of paper, you could get it to line up exactly, but it's not. So we are just going to make it look like it lines up. So we'll just stick this in here. And it's such a cute pad. I liked this kit so much that I made, there we go. I made my tutorial video and 2 cards and some more stuff within the first 2 days of having it. So that was kind of fun. All right, so then I want to make sure I've got these the way I want them. All right. And then of course you could take this and not make it look like the center of the door. It's all up to you and what you want to do. Everything is your choice, your choice. So yeah, you can choose how you would like your items to look. Okay, so it's not going to be perfect because you've got all these extra spaces to fill, but at least you kind of get the idea. Does that make sense? All right, then we're going to put in these pieces down here. Which, like I said, it doesn't have to necessarily match up perfectly. You know what? Well, let's just go ahead and put that in there because I have it now. Okay. So these two we're going to put at the top. Kind of matches up with this line up here. Like I said, it won't be perfect, but that's okay. We don't need perfection, we just need cuteness. If only I could remember that with my other crafts. Right. So then we'll put this one here. But no. Okay, so we've got that going on like that. And there were two pieces up here I was going to do. And then you have this piece down here. But I think I've changed my mind since I cannot find those little bitty pieces. So we're just going to keep on moving, you know? Keep it moving, keep it moving. It's okay. It's okay. All right, now what I do want to do is put this to the side for a minute. I'm going to let that dry a bit. Then I'm going to go ahead and layer this up. So we have this on the front. And normally, since this is kind of a shiny paper, I would put tape on it, but we're just going to go. We're just going to go with it today. Go ahead and put this on the front. So, we can just get that going. You could decorate your pieces any way you want. And so, we've got the front layered up. Now we're going to go ahead and put this on the inside. So when I did this, I tried to trim it down a little bit. And then you see there's a little overhang. So I'm going to go ahead and take my corner chomper. Oh my gosh, if you don't have one of these from Crocodile, you definitely need one. They are awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and cut these corners. Cut the corners, cut the corners. And then we'll try to refit this. Make sure it's okay. And yep, we like that for the most part. There we go. Okay. So now there's one issue with these that I find. So when you have these where you have to insert it, you have to get it like uber close into this spine. And sometimes it just doesn't want to work right. Like it still works and everything, but it's like you get a little extra or something. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this here and here. Right. And make sure you've got it the way you need it. And I'm just going to push this really far into the center. Make sure everything's the way you want it. And then close this down. So I'm going to push it into the middle and close it down at the same time. Right. So then, hopefully, you see that? can do that. Okay, so next, now, at another time, I would probably put like another black piece back there, because you see that? You can see it in there. And then see what I was talking about? So you could put pieces here, make it a card that opens and stands up like that. But we're not going to do that. So now that I have that little bit down there folded, I'm just going to go ahead and put the glue on here in this way. And the reason I did that is to try to minimize the stretch and strain on the crease, because that will make your card kind of awkward and it won't open all the way. So like I said, I'm going to push this in as far as I can get it again, and then just lay that on top. All right, and smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out, smooth it out. I have to say, I love this month's kit. It's so awesome. Okay, so then it looks pretty decent on this side. So I can go ahead and do some rubbing again to get this down. Put that down. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this side, except now that we've got it in there, it's a little easier to do. So if you can see that I've got it almost as far as I can get into there. And you want to do this halfway, like half one side, then do the other, because it should make it easier. That doesn't mean you'll get it perfect all the time. But if it still acts stupid, you can always just cut it down the center. You know, take a knife and cut it down the center. It'll work. All right, so now that's there, we're just going to take this and lay it across. I'm going to give it time to set up. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty good so far. So yay! Look at that. Now, of course it's not perfect. Like I said, it's not going to line up and you've got two hats and everything, and we don't really have this centerpiece for the door. But it's okay, because it still gives the illusion like it's one big door. And then once we cover that stuff up, it'll be fine. Okie dokie then. So then you start playing with your ephemera. So I'm just going to pour this out on the table and we will see what we like. I did take some of these extra pieces here and do some extra cutting. So I fussy cut them out. So we could put them on the front cover. So we've got these gnome pieces. Let's see. What else do we have to play with? What else? Now I did cut some more pieces, so we'll work with what we have, right? We're just gonna go with it. It doesn't matter. Okay, so these are some of the ephemera pieces we've got going on. So we can just go ahead and see what we want to do. What do we want to play with? Right, so I did cut two of these. Not sure where the other one went. And then we have scrap, so we could always cut another one if need be. So I hope this video is fun for you, and that's just a little like chat and work along. So it'll be fun. Fun. Okay, so let's see if we can maybe, what if we put this bow in the center, and then this little kind of hat kind of disappears, and then what else could we put over here? On this side we could put believe, nah. So we can get that effect. Maybe not. Okay. So now that we can see that we can get this mainly flat, that shows that we got that on there really well. So that's good. Okay. So could we do bows? Could we do a bow at the top? We could do a bow at the top. we could take a little deer. Can we put the deer? Ooh, that's too much. That's too much. Too much, too much, too much. We could put Merry Christmas, and then it would make that hat look like it's supposed to be there. What else could we put on here? Let's see. We can have it. How cute is that? That's fun. Let's see. We could, where's that little bell? We had a little bell. We could put that little bell back over there. Or we could put this star. Gnome place, like, I don't like both of those together. So we need a star or something.
She does have some health issues, so she's hit and miss sometimes.
So I decided to go ahead and put one of these on there.
Not more fires.
This is one of the ephemera pieces. It's also in this dark color, obviously, because it coordinates. So I'm just going to cover this piece up.
Still a little smoky here.
And so you won't necessarily have that, same little door thing going on. But I think it fits. Okay, come back up. Gotta get that piece to pop back up. So at least it'll fit and it'll look right in there. There we go. Yay. So we got that on that side, this on this side. Then what else we're gonna do, ladies and gents? Well, I'm gonna do something on the front. So I went ahead and fussy cut another piece of this so I could put this on the front of the card. So that's just the side of the paper. Now, because both of these are shiny paper, I am going to take some tape. So you're gluing shiny to shiny, or slick paper to slick paper. So I am going to put some tape on here so you get an immediate grab, and then let the glue go ahead and take over. So it will be solid. Solid as a rock. Dun, 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 dun. That's what our glue is. Okay, anybody of a certain age knows that song. So we're going to put this up there. So you could hear that instant grab, but because I put glue on it, I could move it up that little bit that I needed to. And we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. Do, 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 do. This would also fit for my comfy cozy collab for October. So it's going to have all kinds of hashtags on it. Oh yes. So that's another way you can use your scraps. So when you look at this piece, you can see where I cut things up. So I cut this up, and then on the other piece I had a little bit more of the flowers there, so I cut that, and then when you put them on opposite sides, it works. Okay, now we have to go ahead and figure out what's going on this panel here. So what are we gonna put there? Let's see. I really kind of like this bell. Kind of like that bell. And then I kind of like this bow for the top here. So I think we're just going to go with it. And then once you see, like once you put that bell there, it just, the bell, it just looks like there's a rope that the bell's hanging from. So you don't have to worry about it. That is actually that little do-tat. See? See, senora. So we can just pop that on there. Because it's going to be on the inside of the card. It can hang over the edge a little bit here because that's not glued down. All right, so then let's go ahead and see if we can get this piece here. I would like it there better, but if we put it here, there's nothing for it to hang on at the top. So we're gonna have to kind of put it there. So we're just gonna go here and put glue on this one piece. Okay, don't put it over here, because if you do that, then you can't get your card open. And so we just have to place it enough on there so we can get that the way we want. And then we have to make sure it's over far enough so it'll close. And it's not. I got over a little bit too far, so we have to put it over like that. And now it'll close. Yes. So cute. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now let's see. Now, where would you write? So you could just put a little plaque here and write on it. You could write your note on the back, or put like a little envelope or something that you could write a note there, and then you would just have your decorations. So let's see what we're going to do to the front. Should we do a big bell and jingle all the way? Jingle all the way. I don't like it, so we're not going to do it. No, 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 no. I don't like it, so we're not going to do it. Let's see. I don't want to add a different kind of thing, so I don't like that one either. All right, so we could go with, here's the bell, and then Merry Christmas above it. Yeah, let's go with that. There we go. And then once again, because it's kind of shiny to shiny, we'll go ahead and do this. Put a little bit here. Oh, well, I'm going to put foam tape on that one. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one. And see, this is, oh gosh. This is what makes stuff fun, right? You just change your mind, decide you're going to do something else, and then you go with it. Work with it. Rock with it. Work with it. Rock with it. Work with it. I think I'm going to turn it just a little bit. Okay, then I want to put some foam squares. So I got to find some foam squares. Some foam squares. Foam squares. Da, 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 da. I found some foam squares. So I like to take, oh, we could take one. This isn't good enough. So we can take that one, pull that tape off. And then I always like to put a little dab of glue on foam dots and on stickers, because they, no matter what brand of sticker it is or foam dot, if you add more glue, then it's more secure. So let's try to get this centered up here. And there we go. I love it. I love it. I wish I had tilted this a little bit more, but that's okay. So here's the front of our card, using the not too shabby shop items, and the inside of our card. How beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. And then, like I said, you can put your message and so forth on the back. All right, thanks for watching. And you guys go ahead and play along with us in, you know, the World Card Making Day. Yes. Bye-bye.